Hello. Happy Friday. Hi, Deska's. A disaster zone. But we're gonna go through it together. Let me fix my hair. Oh, goodness. I'm so glad that you finished your second watching. We were, talking about doing that too. When we want to. All that. It's the sign of creativity. It's honestly the sign of failure, which is okay. Because, honestly, it just leaves us room to grow, okay? I want to try something. So, I grabbed this one color originally, and I thought, oh yes, this is going to be perfect. Georgina, what did you think of it? Listen, failure's okay. I'm not upset about it. Not everything is going to be a success the first time. I'm in love with it. Okay. Favorite song and favorite band member. Yeah. So I originally grabbed this purple yarn because I thought that it looked fabulous. James agreed, and I went about testing a couple of options. Unfortunately, it seems to be really brittle. It did not hold up to brushing. Like, it literally just pulled apart. Into, like, you see, this one is holding up to the brushing. It's just losing a lot, unfortunately. This one just literally came apart. And the other thing that I tried to do, just out of curiosity, was I separated the strands and then I straightened them. And that gave us this. But again, all I did was separate strands and straighten them. I did not brush. I didn't do anything else. And it just pulls apart. Again, it's not holding up. So that's not going to work either. So. Finding out how to not make a light bulb, yeah. Take down's your favorite, Zoe and Abby. Good choices. So I grabbed a different yarn. It's a different brand. And I was like, let me give that a shot. And that's what we are doing right now. That's sharp. That would hurt your little kitten nose. This was marketed towards guinea pigs, but I never used it on my boys because that's spiky as hell. And I'm glad I never used it on my boys. It came in like a nail clipping kit. It came with like a soft brush, this brush, and a like nail clippers and all sorts of things. But like I have been brushing yarn before and I've accidentally hit myself and I've cut myself with this, and I'm like, I can't imagine using that on an animal. Anyway. So if we can't figure out a way to make everything work with yarn. I think I need to order like wefts of like wig material. So we're gonna experiment a little more. I even tried just straightening a piece of this yarn without taking anything apart. Now, the other thing that I saw when I was looking at ideas with like doll, like amigurumi wig making, someone used mohair. It was mohair yarn. And because mohair yarn is naturally fibrous and like fuzzy, it looked really good as like actual doll hair. Like, it was okay that there was some like structure to it, if that makes sense. Because like you could see the strands, but they were fuzzy, so it also looked. Are you good? You tell chat you threw up in my office? Yeah. I love that our resident K-pop expert has a different favorite song than the majority of us who have been dropped into this world of K-pop. Yeah. Okay. So big twist yarn is holding up to the straightening. Let me... Because, like, I'm not going to be brushing it or anything crazy. I just need it to hold up to the actual process of being made, you know? So after a while, it starts to fall apart too. Oh no! Someone who enjoys more rap-based songs. That makes sense. This is what it sounds like as a solid second. I think a lot of us neurospicy people really find something with that song. Because, like, it's just the acceptance, you know? Hi, Petrichor. James and I were going to watch it yesterday, but instead we watched the David Wright biography thing that they did on that player whose number's getting retired. Can I just... I'm sorry, Emily's here, and I don't want you to think I waited to talk about this until you got here. Can I just say again how very icky, not all, but so many Philly fans and reporters and everyone are. This is a story, a specific story about a New York ball player who I know, I don't know what she's doing, who whose career was cut short because of spinal stenosis. He was forced to retire basically because on his last season he had to have 3 surgeries and he still couldn't walk right. Like it was like he had a herniated disc in his neck, he had a herniated disc in his back, and then he had to have rotator cuff surgery. Like, this man did not want to stop playing. And you know, he truly loved the game, you know? Like that's all he wanted to do. Like from the time that he was a kid, he was a lifelong Met. He played for the team for 14 seasons, which is a long time. And his number's getting retired. He's the youngest player to have his number retired. He's 42. In his little 2+ hour biopic that they did, right? More than 2 hours. He talked about the Phillies one time. Because again, Phillies, Mets, rivals, right? And he basically said that out of all of the teams that he's ever faced, they're the only ones that he never really spoke with, and he didn't care for them, and he did not like them because between the fans, the players, and the team in general, they were rude. And he didn't like that. And that's fair. Absolutely fair. So, for the Liberty line, which is evidently a Philly paper, this person, again, out of the 2+ hours of his life, he spent maybe 5 minutes at the most because he was asked about the Phillies, talking about that. Okay? And then they prove him right. Ready? Career loser with no rings. David Wright complains about Philly sports in pointless SNY documentary. For whatever bizarre, sad reason, SNY is making a documentary on David Wright. Okay. 7-time All-Star. 2-time Silver Slugger. 2-time Gold Glove winner. Up until Pete Alonso broke his record, second Met, or the home runs, right? Career record home runs. He was second on the list, only behind Darryl Strawberry. What do you mean career loser? Literally, because he didn't win a World Series ring? Bestie, you won 1 World Series during the time he played ball. And the Mets lost by 1 game in a World Series. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever seen in my life. And I'm like, imagine trashing someone whose whole career, all he did was like nothing but good stuff for other people. Like, what kind of, and you think like, and Philly fans are going to love it. They're going to eat it up. And that's why he said what he said. He's like, I don't think that they're not nice people. And I was like, I honestly was looking up something. I wanted to see a song that was used in the documentary. And so I looked up the name of the documentary. And that was like one of the first things that came up when I looked it up. And I was like, oh. Okie dokie. It was a beautiful documentary. Like, talked about his childhood. They talked about, coming up on the team. He came up, like, he started playing with the team when he was 19. Like, it was such a gorgeous documentary. Then How We Met His Wife. It was so good. And I'm like, gross. So gross. Yeah, everyone else is like writing, you know, nice things. Opens up about rivalries, the Dream Mets career, before number retirement, like he was our former captain, like and it was like top 10 moments in this, and then there's that one, and I'm like, ugh. This is so gross. Anyway. So we were going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, but instead we watched that last night. James cried watching the documentary. He's like, I didn't know all this stuff about him. I'm like... Yeah, I wasn't gonna miss out on watching that. Nope. He was one of my all-time... I mean, he came up... I got to watch his, like, whole career. And, you know, just nothing but respect for this person who did what he needed to do and listened to his body, you know? So this... This might be an option. David Wright. He was a third baseman. Yeah, it was really well put together. And they literally touched on every moment of his career. They went through every year. They interviewed him. They interviewed other players, managers. It was funny because he's like, I didn't like any of the Phillies except, who was it? I can't remember if he said he liked Jimmy Rollins or he hated him. But the Philly that he said he liked was on the interview too, and was like, no man, he was, you know, one of the best. I wonder if, oh my god, I don't. But it's one of these things that it's the perfect example of what it's like to be a healthy person and then have something happen. You know, where it's completely outside of our control. It turns out, you know, that he had this genetic thing. And that's... This is cool. Yeah, he was like... Hold on. Here. I'll play it.
There was not much. I was about as nice and exchanged pleasantries on the baseball field as much as possible. I didn't do that with the Phillies, just because there was there was not much. I mean, the city, the fans, the organization, the players. I mean, anything. They might be the best people on the face of the earth, but I'm not rooting for anything in Philadelphia, no matter what sport.
That was what he said, and that's what that person went off about, saying that he is the worst person in the world. I'm like, because of that, buddy, you're proving your point. You're proving his point. Genetics are so fun. So this might work. How do I want to... Wild behavior. And the thing was, it wasn't that he ignored anyone. It wasn't that he, you know, was like, I'm not gonna be nice. Like, I'm gonna ignore people who are nice to me. It's just that they didn't reach out to him, so he was like, I'm not gonna wait. Oh, I played like the 3-second clip here. Hold on.
I was about as nice and exchanged pleasantries on the baseball field as much as possible. I didn't do that with the Phillies, just because there was there was not much. I mean, the city, the fans, the organization, the players. I mean, anything. They may be the best people on the face of the earth, but I'm not rooting for anything in Philadelphia, no matter what sport.
And that's what that writer went off on because of that. Because of that bit that he said. And again, he just wasn't going out of his way. That's all. It wasn't that he would ignore someone if they like spoke to him. It wasn't like he didn't even say, it wasn't like he was like, I always ignored them because they're a bunch of bitches. Like, he was just like, I didn't go out of my way. And then I think the thing that was like crazy was that the author of that tried to say that he just wanted to be Chase Utley and he was just jaded. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that no one wanted to be Chase Utley. Literally, rules were made because he was such a bad person. Like, he literally destroyed one of our players' legs for sliding into second dirty. Like, destroyed it. The guy was in, like, a oh my god, it was a whole thing. Yeah. Like, the whole, you can't, like, slide at people rule is because of him. He didn't even say anything about the players of the team, just that he didn't waste energy on them. But it was interesting because he said that there was one player, now I can't remember, that he got along with really well on the Philly team. And he always, like, you know, they got along with each other. And the guy was on the thing being interviewed and, like, was like, yeah, I have nothing but respect for him. And I'm like, you see? Like, I don't get it. People are wild sometimes. Okay, so I guess my only concern is, like, shedding. I know I had told you guys back in the day, I used to do, like, there's rivalry and then there's too much, yeah. I love a good trash talk. I mean, that wasn't even trash talk. He was just saying that he just didn't go out of his way. And then this writer just, like, said that he was a terrible human. He was a loser. And I'm like, buddy, if not going out of the way gets you this upset, you should reevaluate some stuff. Anyway, I have stuff from back in the day when I did, like, doll customizations. So I wanted to just look, right? This is another option, and we could get it in, like, the right color. So I want to just kind of play with this for a minute. as just a... I just want to see. We're just gonna play. Hi, Belzy. Because I don't mind, like, ordering... Like, if this is gonna look really cool, I'm down for that. Like, this is something that is not... I'm not making this for other people. This is like, I'm making this for me. Like, if you want to commission one of these, it's gonna be... But yeah, just the fact that, like, this guy was, like, bad-mouthing someone whose career ended too early because of, you know, chronic illness. Like, maybe he was onto something about toxicity from a certain, you know, organization. Maybe we were onto something. Voice has been slowly coming back. Yay! Isn't cracking or peaking. That's awesome. I'm so sorry that it's been so bad. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely plan on making all the girls. But yeah, I have to make Genu next. So 2 WEFs would be enough. This is just 1. And then we're gonna play real quick with a little styling. Because if we decide that this is the better way to do it, then I'll order it and we'll just keep cross-stitching today. Versus... You never asked politely, even scoffed when I asked him to. Oh my god. Drama. Also, keep in mind, this is not how I would style this. This is just me trying to see how much I need in order to cover the head. So, if you're like, this isn't going to work well for the braids, yeah, that's okay. This is just, it's all, we're just experimenting. We're just experimenting for the sake of... Because this is 1 left. It's funnier than the flower pot. Yeah, he like starts to disappear and then he's like, oh no. Oh no. And it was even funnier because he didn't knock it over. Like, the flower pot was his doing, and so I can understand him being like, oh no, I have to fix it. But the trash can, he didn't even do it. And so the fact that he was just like, I gotta fix it. Dang, it's been a long time since I've done this, and honestly, I still got it. Because you wouldn't actually put that part in the same way. All right, let's... Perfect! Perfect! Oh my god. I can do that. What else would we want on it? Like, what else? What other designs or would you want on that? A fallen trash can. It's giving Addams Family, yeah. Alright. So, this is long enough. This is a 27 inch. And the bird's hat. You mean the tiger's hat? I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps stealing it. Alright. We're not going to have the front part done right. That's okay. I'm aware of that. Don't come at me about that. Let me just see how the braid itself would look. Just in general. Oh, geez. I should have opened this before. Somewhere I have a hairbrush. A regular brush. Oh, so my doctor was only 20 minutes late to my 8:40 appointment. And the good news, guess who graduated and doesn't have to go back? Unless I have a problem. Mm-hmm. Have Jeez. Hi. Did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong already. I did do this wrong. That's fine. Hi. Wait, I gotta look at this. Wow, it's just what I wanted. A freaking cat. Alrighty, I'm hairdresser. I will help. Maybe I did do it right, but I just didn't, like, fluff it out enough. Hold on. I'm looking at a wig thing that I saved. Yeah, okay, no, I'm doing it right. I just didn't fluff it up enough. Hi. I'm so glad you're here to help. Could you hold that? No? What would we do without her? I haven't gone to the bathroom alone in years. They're just the best. Alright. So here's kind of how we're looking with this as far as braids. Now obviously they would start up higher, they'd go down lower, but I have a very helpful cat now. So it's really What do you think? She got the boop of approval. So the other thing that we could try real quick, if we want. So we know that this works. This is a solid option. Okay? I would need to order at least 2 of this length, probably 3. Hardy, your hair looks beautiful. Now we're gonna undo what we just did. So I'm just gonna... It's fine, I'm just pulling pins at this point. You can have your moment. Have your moment in the spotlight. You are beautiful. I don't always need help. Oh, you're headbutting chat. Chat, she just claimed you all. That means that you're ours forever. Hooray! Okay. I have been blessed. Artie, do you want to wear a wig? Oh, so Georgina. Maybe I should ask this in Discord where I can spoiler things, because I don't want to give anything away. I'm going to have to put this away properly later. Okay, my other option is this yarn. Which is big twist taken into individual strands and hit with a straightener. We can make some more little wefts like that if we want to see and then make a decision. Ma'am? Georgina, I posted a thing. I spoiled it. But that was my question. That was my thought. All right, give me 1 second. I want to see. I may have a slightly less strong hair straightener, like temperature wise. Let me go take a peek. Let's just have everything fall. James, are you... Oh my god. Okay, why did you change the temperature in the house? It's freezing. James, it's 70 degrees in the house. No. When did you change it? No wonder I'm so damn cold. No, it was set to 72. I just opened the app. I'm putting it to 76. So cold. Yeah, no, normally ours is at 78, which is why I was like really confused. That's what we've always had it at. I set it to 76. I'm not dealing with... It's freezing right now. It's so cold. I like how James talks while he's in the game. 78, too hot. That's where we normally have it. I think he's crazy. It was not. Or else it got changed because it was 78. Hi, Allison. Ads? No. I haven't been live for an hour talking about hair stuff with this. Okay, well... 180 degrees, didn't straighten it enough. 200, melted it. Or not melted it, but it's pulling apart. So this is my... I don't... It looks okay, right? My concern is that... Is it going to hold up to being... like, braided? What do you think? Should I keep doing this? Should we do this for a while? And then decide? It's very tedious, but brushing it isn't working well for hair of this length. Like, it absolutely is the way to go with shorter hair, but this has to be long, and so brushing it out is a no. Well, ads are here, so I guess you can answer. What's the playlist? I think it's just like the best of lo-fi. Let me take a peek. Best of lo-fi. Of course. And this song is called... Okay, we'll take a real quick stretch. And then I'll be right back. Nicely done. Thanks for waiting. Do y'all know what kind of sucks? I think this looks good. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Also, Smoothie, I love your alphabet soup. I've done things like that before. Where you get like all the random letters and you're like, nope, time to sort them. All right, let's... My one question to Georgina has sparked a whole thing. All right. My other question is, how do I attach this? Glue? Yeah. Should we try... I know that we keep spoilering... I'm talking to my... to the mods, basically, about just K-pop stuff. I think all of us have seen it in that chat, so I think that we're spoilering it for no reason, but that's okay. We can keep doing it. It doesn't take long. Ooh, so I saw a really interesting thought, and I shared it in the Discord under fandoms, about what the boys sing in the Your Idol song, and like how maybe those were the things that they wished for that made them like demons. And I thought that was a really cool, I don't know, I just thought that was a really neat idea. I shared it in the fandom section if anyone else wants to take a peek. It's not really spoilers or anything. I spoiled it just in case, but... Hi, Sly Fox. Yeah, we're doing some experimentation today. We started off with I have like a wig. Back in the day, I used to customize ball jointed dolls and other sorts of dolls. And so I have like leftover wig stuff from when I would do that. And so we kind of played around with that and like put that on to see how it looked. And now we're kind of playing with yarn. Unfortunately, I'm not because of the length of her hair, I'm not able to brush it. So I have to separate strands and then run it through a hot iron. So I'm kind of playing around with how things would work. We're experimenting, truthfully, today. To get your full attention, no worries. You're gonna lurk and sew? Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for the luck. It's needed. Where, this would take so freaking long to do. I wonder, do I have to do each strand? Can I get away with doing it like this? Oh, that's a terrible sound. Can I get the mic a little higher? This would take so damn long. I think it would also look really good. And thus we are experimenting. You're bad and watch Star Trek today? Your dad's still away? Oh, I hate the squeaking sound of the yarn. Don't put the hot freaking straightener on your leg. Don't do it. It's not, it's don't, bad idea. Mm-mm. It's fine. I'm fine. So I could thread it through, and then we can use glue on the parts that need to stay flat. So like that way it's threaded. Let's see. But I think I need to do the threading before I do the straightening. Because I think if I straighten it, like I think that it'll pull apart. I think that we're doing this, chat. Am I crazy? Probably. That's why we're here. All right, let's turn this off again. I feel like this is going to be either people are gonna love this because repetition, or people are gonna be like, oh my god, this is never ending. I don't know which one I'll be. I'm gonna be both of them. Both of them at the same time. Okay. Let me... I need a little more before I can just make sure that it'll look okay. So what's everyone else doing on this I'm not finishing a damn thing Friday? Took off today. Didn't feel well. Oh, I'm sorry you weren't feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Also not finishing a damn thing. Hey, you know what? You might actually finish your alphabet soup. This is... I need to cut some of these shorter. This is going to be for, like, the top of her head, though. Is that two incorrect ones so far? Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hate that. Okay, fine. You want to be knotted? Guess what? I don't care. You got the derpy Tamagotchi pattern? Heck yeah. Who wants to come over and help? You will? Okay, cool. The Sims event? Nice. I've been doing that too. Just gotta get all the little things. I heard it was on a really good sale on PlayStation. I wish I could play Planet Zoo. I can play it okay, but like a lot of it makes me like dizzy. Mostly because the controls are opposite of Sims and they don't give you the option to change them, which I think is baloney. I need to look at her hair. I've also I've been seeing a lot of posts about characters with like long braids having to like, you know, and magic abilities. And I've seen with Rumi, I've seen Elsa, I've seen Marinette when she is what is it, Bug Noir, where she's Ladybug and Cat Noir. And I've seen Rapunzel with her hair. And I was like, I love this. All these characters with like really wild long hair that do like magic things. Okay, I just need to see. Yeah, there should always be an option. I agree. I just realized if I do this, then I'm gonna have to do the same thing when I do Mira's hair. Oh. So, are we cool if I'm just doing this? Is this boring? Should I make like a bunch of these strands off stream and then we can like put it together on stream? Do you all want... Should we at least finish Derpy on our cross stitch so that we finish something on Friday? What are we feeling as the vibes? We're just chilling? Okay. Let's straighten these and then give a... See if I can't... Oh, what am I signing myself up to do, y'all? If I make more of these, this is gonna be never ending. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make, like, reels on this in a way that, like, doesn't suck. I need to make content out of this if I'm going to be doing something like this for so freaking long. Maybe I should just... Yeah, But, like, it's gonna take a long time, so I'm just gonna do, like, a teaser, I guess we can do right now.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Thank you, Luna, for the 39 months. What would you like your resub star to be? What color? Thank you, thank you. Pink of any variety? You got it. Who knew the sound of acrylic through a straightener was... so terrible. Never thought to straighten yarn? It has to be 100% acrylic. You can't do this with natural fibers because it'll melt. So don't do it with anything that's wool. Don't do it with cotton. Don't do it with bamboo. Well, if you ever really need to, like, fart somewhere, evidently this will hide that sound. Just need some yarn and a straightener. I'm starting to giggle at the sound IRL because it's so unexpected. Yeah. I agree. This was not a sound that I thought it would be making. Okay. Sure. I will do a pink substar for you here in 1 second. Let's just experiment. How? This way? with a very, very tiny section, here's what the braid would look like. Now again, keep in mind, this is not a lot of yarn. This is just trying to figure out which option it looks good, doesn't it? I'm in danger. I'm in danger. "84 years later." 100 hours of squeaking yarn. Nothing. If I make this wig using yarn, it's just going to take a really long time. A really, really long time. Also, Petrichor, is that kid from The Simpsons who says that? Because I've never watched an episode of The Simpsons, so if that's that reference, sorry. That's gonna be a long time. I'm done. Yep. Oh God, she just smacked you all in the face. My other thought is, how do I keep this from getting tangled? Because unfortunately, well, what happens if I... Nope. Nope. Alright, so here are our options, okay? I do this. We do yarn. Another option is I get shiny doll, like, it would be strands. It wouldn't be on a weft, and then I could kind of do the same, oops, the same, like, individual strands through sort of situation. So let me get you a pink star. I mean, the other option is that we just do yarn. Like, without straightening it or anything, but I don't think that would look as good. So... Wrong button! Morning, Emily. There we go. A pink star. Thank you again for the resub. I appreciate it. You are now in my jar. How much? Alright, well, the sides don't need to be as long. Ooh, gifts. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to look at. Okay, because this... What if... Why... Hold, please. I don't know why that's like... So this is the mohair yarn. Remember I was saying that I saw someone who used this to make a wig? That's an option. Because it's like the plasticky hair more than the mohair. Okay. can't straighten mohair. Not with the straightener. It'll melt. One moment. Oy. I'm wondering. If there. I've never said this on stream because it's something that I don't know, embarrassed by? I don't know if that's the right word. I used to be very big into ball jointed dolls. So I have wigs. I have a couple of dolls still. So like I could even get like, I could find a wig, possibly, like a purple one. She will fit in like, oh my god, freaking cords of all of my straighteners and things. Isn't it pretty? Let me... Hi Stitches by Sky, welcome in. How do you attach it? It's elastic. Nothing. I could do this myself. I could make wefts myself. Like I could make a wig just like this. I just don't have purple wefts. I have blonde. So we were kind of looking at just, again, different lengths and things like that. And then we wanted to also see the yarn, and everyone seemed to like the yarn. So, tricky thing is, like, so many wigs come with bangs for ball jointed dolls. Like, it's... And I don't know if I would find any that are long enough. So it's... I could dye it. I could buy just, like, wefts aren't that expensive on Etsy. Like, I could get purple wefts for like $5, $4 or $5. So I can get a bunch if that's like the route we want to take, and I could, you know, do it that way. It's funny because as I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, the more that I'm looking, the less time I am spending doing this, and like getting it done instead of hemming and hawing. Let me look at another picture of Rumi. Okay. Why do they have to make everyone's hair so long and beautiful? Damn. Yes, please do. That's why we're doing this. We're just brainstorming. Rather than separating the strands, pre-sewing them down. Double up the yarn to sew down and just get the coverage on the head. So the only issue is once they're attached, I can't do... I'm limited in how I'm able to separate the hair. Because originally I was just separating them into like half like this. And if you look, I have a piece here. I wasn't able to get them separated. It kept tangling. So there's a piece here where it's really thick. It's a good idea. It's a very smart idea. I feel like I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna accept it. I won't necessarily have to cover the whole head. Just enough to cover, like, what I should have done, if I had thought it through, is I should have crocheted this part of her hair, or her head, purple, so that there's less skin tone to cover up. Doubling the yarn up makes it so much more efficient, yeah. I mean, if you had a good way, part of it I think is just the length of this too. That makes it more difficult to untangle. If you have a really good way of like separating the strands once you put it in, feel free to let me know, honestly, because I feel like if I'm doing like when I do Genu or if I do any of the Saja boys, I can absolutely do it with like the way that you're describing it and separate it afterwards, because the hair will be shorter. See, like right now I've got a knot, and so if this was attached to the head already, I wouldn't have an option of pulling it like this. Oh my god, it's been another hour. Who thought this was a good idea? Who said, let's make all the K-pop Demon Hunter girlies? Oh, that's right, it was me. You played yourself! Whose idea was this? A purple cap for underneath her hair and stitch it on? What do you mean? Me every freaking day I'm making something. Oh, it looks really good. Son of a beep. Like a wig cap. I could. But isn't that just gonna add more steps if I crochet a purple wig cap? I think if anything, maybe making a little section like you said, almost like a tube to go under the braid to help bump it up if I need to. I might crochet that. I'm gonna see how this looks. I'm gonna basically just frame her face to start, and then we'll go from there and see how everything is going. We're gonna take a quick stretch. And I might straighten some of this on the stretch break while I stand up, so that way you don't have to listen to it squeak. Enjoy words on stream and some quiet. Be right back. Oh dear. We just had part of it melt. Or not melt, but like pull apart. I don't know what happened. You can't linger on it. Okay. It's fine. It's a short piece anyway. See, because truthfully, I might only need like a little bit more in like this area, because like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this down up to like the point where it would meet the braid, and then I'm gonna add it into the braid. So like I don't need to cover the whole head, if that makes sense, with the purple. Like this is just one row. I feel like if I did 2 rows, like see how it's just like one, it's one thing like back and forth. I feel like if I did 1.5, that would be plenty. And it would cover up like the peach. So maybe I should try that. Because then if that works, I could like glue it down and almost like clip it into place. So that it doesn't keep becoming, I don't know, not in the way, but in the way. You think that'll work? I think so too. Always add more. Yep. Absolutely. I'll probably work on a little bit of this off stream too. Because I'm sure as much fun as this is for you all to watch. We'll do bits and pieces. Unless y'all are really like, no, do it all on camera. I think I cut these too long. Interesting, to be honest. As long as y'all promise that you're not gonna, like, abandon me on day 23 of this. Or however long it ends up taking. I'm down to... These ended up being long. I'll put them in the front. I have 24 days. Okay. Alright, let me attach this one and then I'll do those other ones after. Because I just wanted to see if 2 rows of that was enough. And then, if so, we could add some glue and tack it down a little. Or at least, like, clip it down. I don't know. Bobby pins. I don't know what we're gonna do. Actually, I do. I know how I'm gonna keep this from getting into a massive knot. Please hold while I go grab some hair clips. I'll be right back. Old lady sounds. Having a buddy along might motivate me. I got you, friend. I got you. At least it doesn't take long to heat up to what I need it to. I like to imagine someone checking out the stream for the first time and all they're hearing is just yarn farts. If you're brand new here, hi. Yarn farts. Yup. There we go. Aha! Clips! Clips for the win. Because the issue is that I can't brush this. I cannot brush out knots. So if it gets all tangled and becomes a mess, I'm just in trouble. Maybe this is the same length. Yeah. Anyone have any weekend plans? I'm gonna try and stream the movie for us in the Discord over the weekend. If anyone wants to come on in and join us. I was thinking... It's tricky because I'm, like, trying to figure out what time would work best for everyone. Like, there's a part of me that's like, let's start around stream time. But I know that... But also doing it later is late for my UK friends. So, like, what time would work best for you guys? Like, 4 o'clock? An hour after stream starts? It's 5 o'clock right now, my time. Aw, birthday party. That's fun. I could do a poll. I could. I could post a poll in the Discord. Clippy? Hello? Right here. Hi, Lockpick. It's all good. I've watched it, yeah. Just be fun to watch with all, yeah. Let me double check one other thing. No, phone. Come back. Wait, tomorrow I might need to do it on Sunday. Hang on. Yeah, it'd be fun to watch it with everyone. Double check something. Yeah, so tomorrow, well, what time is this thing? It might be okay. So 5 o'clock tomorrow would work. Or we could do any time on Sunday. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. Let's straighten this real quick, because I think that this is all that I'm going to need. Like, for thickness. So I'm kind of curious. At least for the areas that aren't the braid. The braid's gonna need extra, and that's fine. You all get gold stars if you're here today listening to my poor yarn. Just evidently screaming. Who knew? Oh, see, some of it pulled out again. It's doing its best. It is. Okay, ends on this one. Don't be rude. Thank you. All right. Yep. That's all I'm gonna need.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hi, KB. How are you? How was your stream today? What were you up to? Oh, it's gonna look so good. You have all the colors? Oh, yay! Spinning today? Ooh, that's fun. I decided to make a character out of a movie that we all have been talking about and enjoying. And that includes really, really long, almost floor-length hair. And I'm making it out of yarn. So, you know, I'm questioning my life's choices right now. Truly. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Let me make you a star. Did I turn this off? I did not. Let me turn this off. It does look really good. Which is the only thing that's keeping me going. And also the fact that I don't have to do the whole head in yarn. Just a couple of rows back, which is good. I can handle that. She's gonna look really good. Well, thank you so much for bringing everyone over. If you are new here, welcome in. My name is Megan, and I am a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. I also play games sometimes. We're actually talking about maybe doing another day playing Ship Inc. because that was a lot of fun. I think that we all enjoyed it. And it's just comfy, cozy vibes, lots of different crafts, lots of cats, and sometimes a little chaos. So welcome in. This is Sly Fox, yeah. Her head is movable, rotatable, removable. Questioning the process, but it will be worth it. It will be. It's just in the moment. In the moment. If all else fails, this head could become a nightmare scrap head if it doesn't work out. That's true. It doesn't ruin the whole body. I would just have to make another head. Always looking on the bright side. Worst case, they can just go off and, you know. Anyway, KB, here's your raid star. Thank you again for bringing your community over. I always appreciate that. If you have to go, if you got to raid and run, do after stream stuff, make sure that you go and take care of yourself. You're, of course, welcome to hang out and watch me struggle for the next, you know, bit of time. But, yeah, it's always fun here. Work smarter, not harder. It is smarter. Yeah. We also found out that the acrylic yarn likes to make this god-awful squeaking sound when I run it through my straightener. So that's fun too. But for anyone who's new, I should also mention I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It is 5:30 right now. We do tend to go over quite a lot. Because sometimes you just start crafting and you don't want to stop. You know? Or you're just really close to finishing something. And you don't want to stop. Alright, one thing I am going to do, let's mark out a hairline. Let me pull up. So, if you have not seen K-Pop Demon Hunters yet, which I know is quite the name and you might be like, what in the hell, Megan? Just do it. Just do it. It might have a weird name, but just do it, okay? James, should they do it?
Do it. What's that, Shia LaBeouf?
I don't know.
The meme where he's like, just do it. Flexing?
Oh.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it. What are we doing?
Should they watch K-Pop Demon Hunters?
Oh, absolutely.
Are we going to watch it again?
No, 100%.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping to do it today, and then work was all dumb. Maybe, like, I gotta call back in soon to verify what I'm doing tomorrow.
I do want to watch Salmonaya pitch for the first time.
Oh, yeah, that's
starting. And tomorrow, I realized I was going to do the movie on Discord. I was like, oh yeah, I can do it at 4. I cannot because it's David Wright's number retirement.
Yeah, so maybe we do it tomorrow earlier than 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. We could watch...
Do it early.
Yeah.
Before the retirement.
So this is her hair. This character is gorgeous. She's beautiful. Just... Her hair is also really, really long. Let me... Hang on. Load. I have so many... Like, look, I've got these things saved because I get outfit stuff. Like, I can see details in the outfits that I'm going to end up making. But, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is the wig we're making right now. This is the character I'm crocheting. So, or we just do it multiple times this weekend. Yup. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a good... Her hair is freaking long. James, come here.
Who, Remy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. But I feel like once you braid it, it's going to get shorter.
Well, so this part here is going to get, like, kind of almost, like, glued like this, and then it'll get fed into the braid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, this is just, like, the side bits.
I feel like you could pull off...
It's not a mohawk, though. Hers...
No, but it's a braided type mohawk.
Hi,
so
Cat
it's, like,
Rocks.
pulled up into the center and then braided.
Yeah. I don't have long enough hair for it right now.
No. So I noticed this, and I wonder if you did too. For whatever reason, when the other two characters, I don't know what their names are, the girls.
Mira and Zoe.
Mira and Zoe, when they have like the stupid smiles, if you will, it doesn't look as creepy, if you will, or as like demonic.
Oh, as like that?
As that. And I'm like, that's another thing that points to her demon heritage is like, because when they're fighting on the plane, like the first thing that you see is like the girl who's like watering the plants with coffee.
Oh.
Her smile is like super creepy.
Mm.
And I'm like, Zoe's smile, Rumi's smile is super creepy. And I'm like, oh, she's a demon too. Like I noticed that after the fact.
Can you do a wiggle dance? It's off. It's not redeemable, but chat, they were going to do it. It's just that free wiggle dance. He's wearing his Bond spiel. Oh my god, look at this fan art. I freaking... Careful, no spoilers. But like,
yeah.
With the cause Derpy brings it, and like,
yeah. I'm still sad our Bond spiel this year was canceled.
Yeah.
Even though I was going to be just a volunteer, not participating, but...
I saw a thing about Magical Girl...
Oh, snap.
Anyway, I also saw a thing about, like, magical girls with long hair, and it was Bug Noir, right, when she has the long... Or it was girls with long hair and braids that are magical. So it was Bug Noir with when she... and the long braids. Elsa.
Okay.
Shorter braid, but okay.
Still.
And Rapunzel. Because her hair's freaking magic, and it's literally, and then it had Rumi as well, and I was like, "There's the four."
There you go.
It's the four members of the. I don't know.
The four braids of the apocalypse.
This is my Pinterest board, so that I have like outfits and hairstyles, and then there's also just fan art because.
So next year is the last year that I can do like the 5 and unders. So I plan on doing a few, like at least 2 Bond spiels next year.
That's nice.
Well, that's what I plan on doing. Whether or not I do it or not, I would like for you to come. I get restrictions. Bonspiel shirt.
Bonspiel shirt. Do I have any kind of? I don't. That's fine. We are easily distracted here. God damn it. James's Wiggle has called Artie. She says, dance time? James, we forgot to give her wet food. We were giving her wet food in the morning, but half the time she wouldn't even eat it because I feel like she's waking up and she's like, I'm not getting out of bed. Like, that's so valid, honestly. So we started giving it to her in the afternoon, and she definitely eats more of it. But it's a new routine for a neurodivergent couple, and we both keep forgetting. What are you? Change is not easy for either of us to remember. Got a churro today and absolutely loved it. Oh. Is this her first one? That's what we use now when we clip the cat's nails. They all get it. But, you know, James is able to help me when I do Maple and Artie. Like, he holds the squeeze treat and I clip the nails. And it works out great. But Pippin gets, like, suspicious when we're both, like, trying to be around her. She's getting better about it. But it just makes it so that I have to clip her nails by myself. And it means that I end up squeezing churro all over my leg while I hold her in my lap so that she's like licking my leg while I clip her nail. She's getting better. She's, you know, I get it. It's all new to her. Like, I don't fault her for struggling. Grab my hand when I try to push more out. Yes. Oh my God. I love it when they do that. Wait, I have a really cute video I have to show you. We haven't had cat video time yet today, so I'm sure no one's going to complain. And if you are going to complain, it sounds like you just need more cat videos in your life. That might make it better. Oh, hi. Hello again. Welcome back. Back. Hi. Look at, this was the other day when I was, I did Pippin's nails. And then Artie was like, excuse me. I know that there are squeeze treats available. And she was like desperate to get some. So anyway, here, let me, can I just get in the camera? They share so nicely. Scooch your boot. But Artie also climbs higher and higher as, like, you can see she's standing on my leg now. Like, Pippin's still on the floor. Very impressive sharing. They're very good. I could not do this with Maple and the girls. She has to get to, yeah, she's like, I gotta be bigger. Pippin's bigger than me, so I have to, like, oh, hi. Yeah, that's a video of you. It's a video of you and sister. And then sweet little Pippin tries to grab the squeeze treat and instead immediately just coats her paw in squeeze treat. And I'm like, and then she steps on my leg, so now my leg's covered in squeeze treat. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for that. And then after it was done, Artie was like, no, Mom, I'm gonna lick your finger. It's like licking the Dorito cheese off your fingers after you eat Doritos. Can I help you? You're being so much. But I should also say that the two of them have been doing really good together. Look at this the other night. I have to post it on TikTok. Pippin does a really good job at, like, giving out calming signals. Maple's just looking at me like, Mom, I don't understand. And the other thing is, because she's been on the other side of the gate at night now when I have Maple up instead of behind the door, they, like, greet each other through the gate. And they'll meow to each other, which is fabulous because Maple understands meows. And then I was like, I'm going to brush Pippin. And Maple was like, why in the hell does she want you to do that? Because Pippin loves to be brushed. None of the other cats do. And Maple's like, I don't get it. And there's Artie. No, don't delete. Don't delete the video of your sister. And this was great. The other day she just decided that she was good enough to play while Maple was in the room. Like, she was good to play with her catnip toy. And, you know, you can see she keeps checking on him. Like, she's not completely playing with it the way that she normally would. And then, hold on, we're going to pan the camera in a second, and there he is, just watching like a creep. And then they just vibed. Mostly what I've been doing is the same thing that I have been doing, which is I try to... Girl, stop. You're gonna get coned again if you keep scratching like that, okay? You can't do that. You can sit here. What was I saying? Oh, like, I try to let Pippin tell Maple off once, but if she's not paying attention, I, like, stop him from bothering her because he needs to learn, like, boundaries. And he needs to, he is starting to learn it, and that's what I've been saying all along, that I really think that Pippin's gonna be the uniter. And I think that once Maple realizes that, like, he can play with her, that, like, she, unlike Artemis, would want to play with him, like, the two of them can chase each other around, oh my gosh, I think that's gonna be a game changer. He's gonna be like, wait, you like doing this too? Because Artie just likes getting in the way. Artemis! can sit with me, but you cannot sit up there. No. Sit here. Sit right here. Okay? I will pet you if you sit right there for a minute. Okay? Stay right there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Keep your little feet off of the desk. I love that. You try and give them a boundary. It's like a child, and they're like, what if? What if no? Nope. Back there. Okay? No. No. You can't come up here. Go back there. Okay, look. There you go. She doesn't have the brain cell today. Nope. Goodbye. I will work on cleaning my desk off over the weekend so you can have a spot. Have any of you all seen that, like, desk cat bed thing? That, like, clips to your desk and it's a cat bed? I kind of want to get that for her. I wonder if she would use it. Probably not. Got a new brush for Minda too to help with the fur. Yeah, hairballs are tricky. You think? I almost people who have done blocking with the almost like they look like staples, like the style of pin. It's like a prong. I need those pins to hold this hair into place, but I don't have any of them. Womp womp. If you are already in the Discord, by the way, make sure that you have, I think it's the Discord notification role if you want me to notify you of when we are watching the movie tomorrow. It's a role you can select, so definitely make sure that you do that. It'll be in the roles channel. So next week, I'm thinking I want to work on cross-stitching some more, and maybe diamond dotting, as well as Rumi here. Yeah, that all sound good? Going home. Have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Drive safe. Don't melt. Oh my gosh. So I see like a little news blurb thing and it says former Baltimore or okay, so it's, you know, whatever. But for whatever reason it made me think, how many have you all seen everything that went down at the Coldplay concert? Please tell me that you know what I'm talking about. It's all over the internet. Yes. I have like no words. I'm like fully flabbergasted by people. Okay. Huntrix logo on there. So some of the stuff, like, you have to be careful. Like, there's a line between fan art and, like, selling stuff, and then where they could get, like, upset about, like, copyright things. So we can kind of play around with, like, you know, because a cat, like, you know, the tiger it's just Korean lore. Yeah, okay, it's blue. It happens to be, you know, looking like... So there's kind of a fine line, but maybe we can figure out something. I forget what the quote was now. What did we want on a cross stitch? I hope someone wrote it down because I'm going to forget. But is Jess the only one who's seen everything about this Coldplay thing? Also, welcome in, Jess. Because I can give you all the tea if you need, if you haven't seen it yet. It's some unhinged... We can't fix it if we never face it. Copying things Megan needs to make. See, because, like, the Huntrix logo is, like, inspired by the Korean knot things that they wear. So, like, we could, in theory, do some, like, little knots. Yeah. We could, in theory, do something like that. Which, again, kind of ties it back in. But it's generic enough that, you know... Plus, I don't foresee that pattern, like, going viral and, you know, drawing attention to things. If it's... I only know the basic thing. Okay. You're tired of it going across your timeline? No, that's fair. So if you missed it, we'll touch on it very briefly because I think that it's unhinged and it's gross too. You know how when you go to concerts or sporting events, how they have the Jumbotron? Well, at a Coldplay concert, they put up what appeared to be a couple. You know, he's standing there with his arms wrapped around her arms wrapped around his arms. And they're like, oh, look at that. And all of a sudden, the guy, hi Shiz, the guy hits the deck. I mean, so he's standing there like this, right? And he literally goes like this. The woman turns away from the camera, hides her face, and the person standing next to them turns the most brilliant shade of red. And the lead singer of Coldplay went, well, did we just catch an affair on camera? Either they're really shy or we just caught an affair. Y'all, it was an affair. He is the CEO. So far, Shiz, they said he has not sent anything. The company said that nothing has been sent out by him. All of that, nope, it's not real. It's AI generated. It's not real. There's been 2 that have been going viral, and neither one of them is actually him. Yeah, so the one that Allison is talking about isn't him either. Yeah, it's really, I feel bad about that part, like that it's now, but like, he was the CEO of a $1 billion company. And the girl is the head of HR. She evidently is divorced. Not that it makes anything okay, because he's married, so that's a problem. She was already divorced, the head of HR. She's not married anymore, but he's married. That is true, Shiz. I believe that she's just completely erased her Facebook, actually, at this point. But when she originally just removed his last name, yes, that is legit. Who? Like, first of all, gross. First of all, I will never understand a person cheating. If you don't want to be with someone, just don't be with, like, divorce. Break up. Tell them the truth. Like, don't get married if it's not someone that you want to be with for forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, ew. Just don't do that. Like, and anyone who's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, who's blowing it out, like, they shouldn't have put it on the... Okay, no. You shouldn't have been cheating. You're the problem, not the Jumbotron. I feel bad that that's how this woman had to find out. And the guy does have kids, and I feel bad because it, like, has blown up into such a spectacle. Like, I feel bad for that. But I'm like, bro, don't go out. Like, just... I don't... Every day I have a moment where I'm like, I really don't understand people who's stupid enough to go to a public event full of cameras with their mistress. The size of that venue, what are the chances? Yeah. And if you're... Sorry for my yarn farts. Also, if you're there, if you're out in public, like... I mean, listen, you deserve to be caught. Truthfully. Your wife deserves to know. And she deserves to take you for all that you're worth. But... like... the fact that you're doing this in a public... What are you... But this was the wildest part, is that it went viral and they discovered who the person was within like 12 hours of like the video going viral. And again, the video went viral because of their reactions. If they had just stood there, or if they had just been like, ha ha ha, like, so silly, I'm on the camera, like, you know, they could have just like, nah, you know, whatever, it wouldn't have been this thing. But because bro literally was just like, nope, like he like put, like, it's wild. Memes going around. It's, what she did was wrong, but if she's divorced and he's her boss, it's, yeah, there could be an abuse of power situation. Absolutely. Yep. I mean, he is 1000% in the wrong here. And she is in the wrong too. I don't know that we're ever going to really know how much in the wrong, because she could always say that that's what happened to like try and avoid, you know, getting judged or whatever. Like, well, I had to. He's my boss. It's still, all of it's icky. He's just a bad person. But I just love the fact that this guy, like, the lead singer of Coldplay, just called it out. Only she'll ever know, yep. With shame and guilt on steroids. Imagine, like, all their employees, though, too. Like, you can't ever trust HR. Like, even though I'm sure they're all gonna get fired, like, those people will... And evidently the girl that was there with them is also from the company. And she was recently promoted. Was she recently promoted to cover up thing? Like, what are we... Why was she there? They're the prettiest magpie ever, are they? Alright, ads are about to play. Because evidently it's freaking 6 o'clock. We spent all stream figuring out this hair, which is fine, and I'm not too terribly surprised by. This has been quite a process. Yellow-billed magpie? Ooh. The only thing that I may do with this wig is I may experiment with, like, gluing it down a little bit. But if you all want me to keep working on this on stream, I will. I'm fine if y'all are interested in, like, seeing the process. I get that. I would be too. If I hadn't done this before. Yeah, James and I were just blown away by, like, I don't know, the audacity of that man. I'm glad that we all are in, like, the same, like, mindset. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so natural too. Doing it this way. Ugh. Now, whenever we do get to Mira, we might have to come up with, like, we might have to try and figure out a way of getting her hair, like, pinned straight. Because with Rumi here, a lot of it's going to be in braids, so it's not going to matter as much. But, like, Mira's hair is pinned straight. So I might have to, like, figure out if we can get to like a slightly higher temp or something when there's more. Yeah, I might have to try it. I've honestly never done it before. Oh, she might. Oh, yeah, but then will it look weird next to Rumi? I've honestly never done the boiling water method. I've only ever done this kind. So it would definitely be a science experiment. I'm willing to try it. Why not what? Wait, sorry. I missed something. I miss a lot of things. Oh, no, I definitely am open to trying it. For sure. I just am saying I've never done it, so it'll definitely be a learning process. But I'm open to try it. For sure. I'll have to do a little more research on it. I've only ever done stuff like this. So, I'll have to research that a little more because I've never tried it. But we'll have to maybe I just don't do the other girls. Maybe we just do Rumi and Jinu. And we call it a day. Oh my god, what on earth are my mods? Text is hard. It's not only hard to follow, it's hard to read sometimes. Like, is that like a, yeah, why not try it? Or is that like a, why not? Why wouldn't you try it? And like, yeah. I kind of want to keep working on this, but I also want to spend some time with my husband, so, you know, gross. Y'all, I don't think we hydrated at all this whole stream, so if you can hear me right now, take a sip of water. Oops. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna show you how it's done. But I'm full of tea. Like the drinking kind or the spilling kind? Because the spilling kind, unfortunately, does not hydrate. Here I am, like, let me neaten up my desk a little bit. And instead, it was, how about I spill all my little claw clips everywhere? Okay. So I will be back on Monday. I'm not sure what craft we're going to be working on Monday. Maybe cross stitch, maybe more of this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you are not already in the Discord and you would like to join, please do so. We will be watching K-pop Demon Hunters over the weekend. Maybe more than once, I don't know. But we will be doing that together. Thank you all for watching and hanging out with me, especially while we listen to squeaky yarn over and over and over again. But this is looking great, and I'm really happy with how it's working up. And she's gonna look so good. I'm very excited about this. Me too. Me hecking too. Alright. That will do it for us, though, for this week. Let me see who's on that we can go and say hello to. My train of thought has disappeared. That's fine. Nothing new here. Have a wonderful weekend, though, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember that you are loved, and I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Hey, guess what I didn't fix again? I'm not going to leave my chair until I fix it. Boop. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's go say hello. Let's go say hi to Kaylin. They're doing some blanket assembly. So why not go say hi and see what blanket they're working on. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.